I think there's spider web across my face. Okay, hope you can see me okay. I'm outside on my parents' patio in Spokane. Anyway, I'm 5 days post-op. So crazy. Still, everything seems just rather surreal. So, I just wanted to talk about my experience in Mexico and how I'm doing and things that I've learned. So, it's all going to be a jumbled up mess like normal, but that's okay. So, we flew out from Spokane to El Paso Monday morning, and I got to El Paso, Texas about noon. Uh, we, being me and my youngest sister, Kelsey, went with me. So, um, and then somebody was there waiting at baggage claim to pick us up. They took us across the border. I went to Star Medica Hospital in Juarez, Mexico. And we go in, and the hospital was super nice. I mean, very, very nice. It looked new and was clean, and yeah, I was just really impressed. And we sat in the check-in area for maybe half an hour, and then they checked me in, gave me, the tag with my name and birth date on it, and an allergy tag. And I paid the money that I owed, and they gave me a lot of instructions for things, like there was a safe in the room, and gave me a remote control to the television. What else did they? And some other information I can't remember right now. Had me sign a lot of papers. So then we went up to my room, and the room was so nice. Um, yeah, my sister said it was like staying in a very, very nice hotel that also happened to be a hospital. I mean, the room was just lovely. They had a nice bed for her, and there was a chair, and then the hospital bed, and there's a bathroom where they had beautiful tile, and I don't know what kind of rock they used. I don't know if it was granite, but it was really, I don't know, it was just really nice. So, and then they got things started right away. As soon as I got into the room, I put on my hospital gown. They took blood samples. They uh, put my IV in, and then they wheeled me down. I was expecting to get an EKG and a chest X-ray, but they didn't do it. They just said, "No, the doctor is ready for you now." And so, you know what? That's just the way to go. To get in there, just get it all done, because there was absolutely no time for me to sit there and get worried. So I barely even had time to use the bathroom before we went down. Like, it went fast. So they took me down in the elevator down into the part of the hospital where the operating rooms were. I remember being in the kind of recovery / pre-op area. They wrestled on my compression socks. And then the next thing I remember is waking up. I asked them a couple times if they had done the surgery, because honestly, I was a little sore right here on my left side, and it was hard to breathe. I could breathe, but it just wasn't, I don't know, comfortable. Um, and I kept wanting to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. But I asked them a couple times, did they do it? Did they take my stomach out? Did they do it? And they said, yeah, they didn't take all of it out. Like, well, no, that's good. But I don't know how long I stayed down there. Probably an hour. I remember waking up and looking at the time, and it was about 4. And I think I got taken back to my room at 5. But yeah, I don't remember any part of it. So I went to my room, and and I slept for a couple of hours. And then somebody came in and said, so you need to be sitting up, and this first night you need to walk every 2 hours, and we'll give you something to help you sleep tomorrow. And so I was like, okay. And so we did. We set the timer, and every 2 hours we got up and walked. And I just increased the amount that I walked each time. So the first time I just went kind of to the end of the hallway and back. And then the second time I went like halfway around the hallway and came back. And then the third time I went like once around, and then the next time twice around, and then 3 times, and then 4. And then we just kind of stuck to 4 or 5 laps each time I went out to go walk. So I did that all day Monday night, and then Tuesday I just kept walking. They were really good about keeping up on my pain medicine. Honestly, I really didn't feel much pain. I had a lot of soreness and tenderness, but nothing that I would really call pain. Heating pad was very helpful because my back, right, again on my left side, was sore, but the heating pad helped. And the heating pad helps with the gas pressure. So, yeah, Tuesday was good. I just had gas pressure, and that's when they first allowed me to consume some liquids. I don't remember how much I had that day because I think I had like a cup and a half of ice chips and maybe a cup of warm water that I sprinkled Jello powder into because I like drinking that. I know I'm weird, but hey, don't knock it till you've tried it. And then they gave me a Valium on Tuesday night, and I slept good. And then I woke up on Wednesday, took a shower, changed into my own clothes. Wednesday they took my IV out, and I just made sure that I got up and walked as much as I could. Sorry. I always saw that in the videos of people after post-op would burp a lot. It's true. It's been nothing gross or at all, but it's just a lot of burping. And then Thursday we went home. They picked us up from the hospital. We went across the border, went to the El Paso airport. My sister was able to get a sandwich, and and on Wednesday night, since they had taken out my IV, I walked to a restaurant with her, and I had a cup of spearmint tea, and she had a really good like plate of, I think it was like plate of Mexico was what they called it, with grilled chicken and an enchilada and beans and guacamole and tortillas, and she really enjoyed it. She also indulged in some really yummy looking dessert, so that was good for her. And then, yeah, so the plane ride I went from El Paso to Phoenix and then Phoenix to Spokane. And from El Paso to Phoenix, I was really sore. Last time they had given me any pain medication was about 6 a.m. yesterday. And they gave me meds to go home. Pain medication, an antibiotic, and an acid reflux pills. And so I was like, okay, when we get into the Phoenix airport, I want to get into my bags and get a pain pill out. Well, the turnaround was so quick between, I couldn't do it. But the plane ride from Phoenix to Spokane was a bit better. I was really sore in my shoulder and really sore in my back, again on my left side. It was just, and then really tender and sore in my incisions. So, but it was okay. Made it. I think yesterday I got in 30 grams of protein and close to 64 ounces of liquid, as best as I could tell. Today I'm going to make sure I get between 40 and 60 grams of protein, because that's what they said. Make sure that I get 64 ounces of water. I've been regular on my pain pills today, so I've not had, it's just a little sore and tenderness. I've cleaned my my incisions, and they don't look bad at all. One's kind of in an awkward place where my bra line rests, but I don't feel anything. It's not tender. And after I would shower, they would come in and wipe them down, and they were, they weren't super gentle, and it wasn't painful. So, and really the one that is the most painful is the one that they pulled the stomach out of, because um, he said that they had to cut into the muscle, and it's definitely the biggest incision, and of course, and I was expecting that because it's what I had read and watched. So no nausea, no vomiting. Praise the Lord, because that's what I was praying for. And actually, I feel so much better than I thought I was going to. I've been pleasantly surprised. And my whole experience there at Star Medica Hospital with Dr. Rodriguez and all those nurses and doctors that came in, oh my gosh, I would highly recommend it. I would highly recommend it. It was fantastic. They were so kind. The place was so clean. The language barrier really wasn't much of a problem at all. We muddled through. It was fine. It was good. I'm so glad. It went really, really well. So, yeah, I'm on clear liquids until Monday. I'm going to go on to full liquids. I've got my... Okay, so I'll tell you, it is hard drinking without gulping in air. And when I gulp in air, it creates that gas pressure. And it's just a little bit of discomfort. It's not like massive amounts of crippling pain. It's just like, oh, it doesn't feel good. So my friend who had it, she said, well, maybe you want to get a sippy cup. So today I went to Rite Aid and I got a sippy cup. This morning I had an 8-ounce bottle of Isopure, the grape kind. Honestly, it tasted better than I was expecting, because the first time I heard about Isopure, somebody said, or as I like to call it, Isopuke. So I was like, okay, it's not going to be great. And you know what? It's not great, but it's not so bad that I can't drink it. And it's 15 grams of protein for 8 ounces of water, So I was just like, well, only going to be on clear liquids for a week, so I can do it. And I'll probably continue in my full liquids stage as well, because I bought a couple more Isopure bottles at GNC, just trying some different flavors. But anyway, so yeah, I had an Isopure, so that's 15 grams. And then this is 8 ounces of water with, I went to an online site that has bariatric vitamins and foods and drink mixes. So this is it's a protein lemonade mix. Did not taste fantastic. It tasted like a protein lemonade drink. I don't know what I was expecting, but I put in a packet of some Crystal Light raspberry lemonade, and it's pretty decent. So after I drink this, I'll have 16 down, and however many more to go to get to 6 more cups of 8 ounces of liquid. So I'll do it. Took my acid reflux medicine this morning. Oh, I will say the sippy cup has helped me not gulp in air. I'm going to need to learn how to do that, because I don't want to be starting school in August and be like, okay, children, let's talk about the classroom rules. They're like, my teacher's insane. She drinks out of a sippy cup. Well, I am insane, but whatever. I'll learn. I can't drink out of a sippy cup for the rest of my life. Okay, burping. Went to Rite Aid today. Got some Band-Aids and some rubbing alcohol wipes so that I can regularly clean my incisions. The directions that they gave me said that I needed to clean them twice a day. So I took a shower this morning, cleaned, put Band-Aids on. I'll do it again before I go to bed. I take my pain pill every 6 hours, and those last for about 2.5 days. So I'll probably finish sometime on Sunday, and then we'll go from there with the pain. Slept with a heating pad last night to help with the soreness, and that really helped. Heating pad. Take it to the hospital. I'm telling you. Also take to the hospital that Biotine's mouth spray, because that first night you are not allowed anything. So the Gas-X strips were really helpful. Like every time we went up to walk, I would go walk, and then we'd come back. I'd use the spirometer they gave me because my lungs were full of phlegm and blood from, I'm pretty sure from being intubated, but I don't know. They were phlegmy. And I would put a gas X strap in, and then I'd spray a couple of spritzes of that biotin spray and just moisten my mouth. Oh, and chapstick. Those were essential, so don't forget. Excuse me. I Rite Aid today. Sorry, I know, I'm all over the place, but story of my life. I also bought some Colace, and I've already taken a pill because I felt like, no, if you don't know, Colace is a stool softener, and I already feel like I have to go, but I don't want to sit there and strain. So I had a surgery a few years ago, and they had me take Colace, and it was helpful. And that was a surgery that was it was a lady surgery. Just leave it at that. So everything was real tender and sore down there. So I appreciate that this surgery has left that part of my body alone, because, you know, let's just keep that normal. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know what else I was gonna say. I think I said just about everything. Haven't weighed in yet because I am bound and determined to not be one of those people who weighs in every day. I'm not judging you if you do, honestly, because I know some people can do it and they're fine, and some people do it and they're not fine. I'm really not judging though. For me, if I were to do it every day, I just know that I don't want to be obsessed about that. So, and I will become super obsessive if I weigh myself every day. So, I guess my new weigh-in day is Monday, since I had surgery on a Monday. I'm kind of anxious to see how much I've lost in this first week. Let me tell you that the ketosis has begun. Okay, it's disgusting. And my sister said that my breath already smelled really bad. So I also bought some Listerine and some tongue scrapers at Rite Aid today. So, what else did I get? Oh, I got some pads, because they use blood thinners, and surprise! So maybe bring those to the hospital too, ladies. Just a pad or two, even if you're not on your period. And maybe visited. But I've stopped bleeding today, and it's not been very much, but I got some just in case. What else? I don't know. I'm just really pleased with how everything went, and super thankful. I mean, you know, going out of the country for surgery, kind of scary, but it went so well. Yeah, I so I'll weigh myself on Monday, and I'll make another video then. My plan this week is, until Monday, is to just walk around the block once in the morning and once in the evening. Honestly, the more I walk, the better I feel. It's good for me. And the doctor came in and said, for the first 4 weeks, my exercise needs to be just limited to walking. And that the first week that I just get out and do it for at least 10 minutes a day and just not push it. But then after the first week, just to start increasing and building up my stamina. So I'll do that. And then after the first month, I guess this first 4 weeks, I'm cleared for all activity. You know, I can't lift anything. And I don't want to. But yeah, since I'm here in Spokane, I don't belong to a gym here or anything like that, and I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of gyms, so we'll see what I do. When I go back to Vernal, I'm really interested in seeing if I can fit into my budget some kind of personal trainer. So we'll do that, and then yeah, just go from there. So I will close out this video. Oh, I did want to say that so the last video I posted was couple days before my surgery. And I was at 311.8 pounds that day. But then I waited on Sunday, also my normal weigh-in day, and I was at 310. So I had lost 60 pounds prior to surgery. Woo! Only lost 6 pounds on the pre-op diet, but whatever. 60 friggin' pounds. That's, yeah, it's pretty darn impressive. And, yeah, so we'll see what I can add to that on Monday. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to cut this off before I start talking about other weird stuff. Thank you for your support, and I'll post another video on Monday. Bye.